Folks, welcome to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. In this lesson, we're going to learn a bowing used in Appalachian music called the pulse. So now that you've heard a little bit of it, let's learn how to do it. The pulse is just a little variation in the speed. So just to slowly demonstrate, we play the open A, slowly, speed it up, and then slow again. That's it in a nutshell. So I'm going to give you a bunch of small steps in order to get it flowing on just an open string, then a scale, and then eventually in a tune. So I would say, one more time I'll demonstrate it to you. An up bow, you can do it. All right, so one thing I discovered was a preparation exercise in which you just play two notes in two connected down bows, and then two connected up bows. So warm up like that. I think this is very helpful. By the way, I have this fiddle tuned in sawmill tuning. I have a bunch of lessons on how to do that and tunes with that. But you don't need it to really do the pulse. But I just wanted to let you know, I just noticed how resonant it's sounding. And I'm like, oh, I remembered. Yeah, I'm in that cross tune, sawmill tuning. So after you do that, do it on the scale a little bit. That same two down bows connected, and then up bows connected. And practice that in a few different ways until you can do it easily. All right. Then after you do that, I think we're ready to move on and try the actual pulse bowing. So again, FiddleHed is all about step by step. Eventually, you can move faster through things once you get them and you have a mental model of it. So we're going to start with just doing the pulse only on a down bow, and that's it. So release it, let's do it again. It might help to snap the wrist a little bit and then give you a better view. I don't think it's totally necessary, but I think it helps. You can also use all arm. I think that works too, but probably the golden mean is some sort of variation in between. And so I recommend pausing the video and practicing that a bunch right now. Okay, so I think that'll pay off if you did that. You can do the same practice up bow, same little snap with the wrist. Okay, and then after doing that, we're ready to go back and forth. And so this is starting to move towards a state of musical flow with it. There's my cat, Kitty. I don't know why he's meowing at me. Come say hello, dude. He's objecting. Remember everybody? They remember you. Okay, enough. He's like, he just wants to go in this closet over here, I think is my guess, and sleep. So now back to our regularly scheduled lesson. Let me let him in he's got a special bed back there. Okay, I think he's good for a couple more hours. He's trying to catch up on his 18 hours of sleep. Okay, so we're gonna move towards a state of flow with this. And we're gonna start still on open string. We're gonna do the pulse down bow and then up bow. And leave a little pause for now, unless you get this right away and it's super easy and I'm going too slow for you. I recommend little pauses in between. It kind of helps your arm and body absorb what it's just done. And as you notice, I'm starting to slowly make those pauses shorter, moving more towards a state of flow. And now we can speed it up a little and really get flowing. Okay, so that's the pulse in a nutshell. All right, and so guess what I'm going to suggest next? I'm going to suggest doing it on 2 notes, so maybe twice on open A, then A1. Okay, guess what I'm going to do next? We just keep developing it. We could do it on all the notes on A or a full A major scale. Okay, so you've got the basic idea. A few other little things that could be like icing on the cake for this are to add double stops to it. So I think you could start by just simply catching the open string a little bit, like I'm catching the string to the left in this case, so the D string. Because I'm tuned in sawmill tuning, D is tuned up to E, so I don't even need to finger anything in order to get a nice drone sound. If you're in standard tuning, fret not, you could just, that's kind of a music joke, haha, D, fret not, you're playing violin, fiddle, there's no frets. I didn't even think of that till just now. I'm only funny when I don't try, and even then I'm not that funny looking. So if you're playing in standard tuning, you could use D1 to get the same note of E. So this is another thing that you could repeat 1,000 times on. Repeat 1,000 times, 1,000 times. No joke, practice it 1,000 times. And that doesn't mean you have to sit there for 5 hours and do it. It means you do it for like 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, spread out through it. So we practice like an hour, do it for a couple minutes, then do a tune, then do the pulse again on open strings, and you see how that works. You alternate this thing you're working on. It gives your brain time to absorb it. That's what works for me. If I pound away at something for hours, it doesn't get me always pay off. If I do little spurts, it pays off for me more. So, but that's the thing you can practice a lot. You could also catch the string to the right, the open E. Another variation would be to catch every other one. So don't play a double stop on the down bow, or catch the D instead. Finally, we could move towards doing tunes by starting with alternating between open A and 1, like so. Right? And then you could eventually do a whole scale. Let's practice with a play along track a little bit. Let's practice this exercise. So going A, let's practice right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So if that was helpful, you can go to the FiddleHed page. It's free for 1 week to everybody, and check that out. I've got all these exercises, kind of step by step, so that you'll get the pulse. And then I'm going to make a bunch more tunes that you on old time Appalachian music that use this, like Candy Girl. So did you see the pulse in there? So stay tuned for that. But there's a lot of fun uses for it. But I think once you get it and can do it, what I find is that even if I don't suggest a tune to do it on, your arm might just be able to start doing it anyway. But I like to also suggest things, you know, come at it learning something from different angles. So, okay, so I think that's about it. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to FiddleHed. Thanks for liking the video and for hitting the notifications bell. And just, you know, this has been fun teaching you, and keep your questions and comments coming because it gives me more ideas on what to teach you. Okay, take care. Go to FiddleHed.com for a progressive step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more. Thanks for watching the video. Excellent. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.